How are we doing? My name is Joe. We go live every 3 days or so. And we're just here to chit chat, here to yap, as some might say. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Sorry I'm a tad bit late, but I was watching episode 1 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and I'm hooked. I'm all in. I'm definitely all in. So, and I just finished it. First episode was a masterpiece. It was definitely a masterpiece. So yeah, that's why I'm late, but we're here. We made it. And hopefully everyone's having a good Sunday. I'm so sorry that the weekend is basically over, but it is what it is. It is what it is, right? So let's hang out. Let's have some fun. If you are watching, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, please let me know. Please let me know, because I am all in. I'm all in on the Mormon housewives. There's a lot going on, by the way. I have released several videos the last couple hours. I released a YouTube short for 10 years to my new bag, and then also released a new full-length YouTube video. It's about 12 minutes. It's an unboxing in addition to my first impressions of my new bag. So definitely go support those videos. But I figured I had the bag here. If you guys have any questions about the bag, we can talk about that, or we can talk about whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about. So, hi Leah Bobia, it's your spirit. Hi spirit, we love you. Thanks for being here. I'm a little bit hot. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna just, before we even get too deep into conversation, I'm going to change out of this, hey Zane, hey Sosos, I'm gonna change out of this robe and put an actual shirt on. Give me a second, because I'm just feeling a bit too hot. A little bit too hot. Yeah, we're gonna do this. So give me a second. Yeah, get the zesty salt shaker out. Get the zesty salt shaker out for them, because obviously they don't know. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm too hot, guys. I think having like my studio lighting on here it's a bit much. Okay. Okay. Oops. All right. So we're good. So what is going on? How's everybody's Sunday? What did you guys do today? Tell me. What are your questions for me? Let's chit chat. The kids are lucky. They'll have 2 moms someday. Yeah, very lucky. Don't be a salty bitch. The shirt. Well, there's a lot of salty bitch that come to the stream, so I gotta be prepared, right? Zane, how are you today? What's going on, Zane? Tell me what's happening. want you guys to see the shirt. Yeah, I want you to see the shirt. Can you guys see the shirt? Okay, good. I have so much to do this week, guys. Like, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm still catching up to life. Like, life has been lifing and I'm still catching up. I'm signed up for a half marathon. I've got to start my training for the marathon. Oh yeah, here's the bag. Here's the bag right here. Here's the bag. Mm. Mm. The smell of fresh leather, otherworldly. 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 So good. This is the bag. I love the color, the color, the color. It's all about the color for me. I'm the type of guy that I use, like on a day-to-day basis, I wear creams, I wear beige, I wear tan, I wear black, I wear white. I'm not always experimenting with bright colors. So for me, this was kind of like me experimenting with color, adding a bit of color without being a little bit too outrageous. I really wanted a color that was like, you know, like a bright color, like a green, but muted. You know, so I feel like this falls in line with the colorways that I typically wear. So I think this pairs nicely with navy blue. It pairs nicely with cream, tans, browns. Like I feel like it's a good pairing for those colored items, while also serving as somewhat of an accent. So I love the color. I've already gotten compliments in the bag from like friends. So yeah, I love it. I don't know if I love the green, but does she have pocket options? She does have some pocket options. Yeah, so by the way, this bag comes in lots of different colors. Well, I don't want to say if it's lots of different colors, but it comes in like your typical colorways. It comes in browns, comes in like blacks, comes in browns, beige. I think, does it come in white? I don't know if it comes in white, but you can get some more typical colors. But I really wanted to go for this olive because it kind of reminds me of Art Deco, which is my favorite type of architecture and type of like design. And it reminds me of like a color you would see in Art Deco designs. So I love the color a lot. Pockets. So yeah, it has a few pockets. I would say 3 pockets in total. I'll take some of the stuff out. I'll take my main bag out. So if you look in the bag, it has an open pocket right there. I have my keys and my AirPods in that one. Easy access. You just reach in and you just grab it. Those are my most used items in the bag. And then it has one major pocket in the middle. That's where I keep my applesauce and also my skincare bag for serum. I usually keep a serum, sunscreen, and a mist in there. And then I have another pocket. The third pocket is it's a little bit larger than that first pocket I showed you, but it's a zipper pocket for a little bit of extra security. So I put in there, I put my wallet in there, vintage pink, okay, rose gold. And I also have a pen in there, and I have my lens wipes that I don't ever fucking use. You know how I do, Leah. So that's kind of the interior of the bag. It serves my needs. You know, what I was using before was just hideously ugly. So I'm really happy to be having this. I love the slouchiness in the middle. I love the size. The straps are long enough and supportive in a way that I can wear it as a crossbody or just over the shoulder. And it feels very comfortable and natural in all those different positions. So listen, and for only $200, you can't really beat it. The value's there. The value is there. In fact, my cousin, Dapper Darrow, he's a YouTuber as well, but he thought that this was the Loewe puzzle bag. which goes for like $4,000. I'm like, my cousin thought I had money like that? Tuh. Give your mom her purse back. No, I bought this purse myself. So I'll be keeping my purse. Thank you so much, Zane. Zane, why are you so mad? You need a hug, a snack? I like the closure a lot. Oh yeah, the close, so it's magnetic. It's magnetic, so it just opens up. And you got the magnets right there. Right? And you would think that this would be in the way of entering the bag. You would think that, but I promise you, I have not had any issue getting into the bag from the crossbody position or the shoulder position. Because this is in the middle, but again, I have not had any issues entering my bag and getting exactly what I need. Not yet, at least. Again, I've only had the bag for a couple of days now. So, I mean, I'll give you guys a full update after like a couple weeks, maybe a month. Sometime next month, I'll do a full length review that's more detailed and more, I guess, covering some of the specifications. But so far, it's been a major upgrade. Which pocket is the lube in? Don't tell me the brothers got to bring their own lube when you hook up. I don't carry lube with me, Zane. I've been in a committed monogamous relationship for 10 years. But thank you for the concern. Do you have a specific lube that you would recommend, Zane? Well, not yet. Well, listen, me, Leah, I'm gonna be honest with if I have any issues or critiques, I will tell you guys if I have them. But, because if you look at it, it looks like the handle would get in the way. It does look like that would be a concern that people might have upon first glance. But that has not been my experience yet. And so, we'll see. We'll see if it does become a concern. But so far, it's been 2 days. So far, no concerns with that handle in the position that it's in. I love it. I love it so much. And again, like if you've seen the bag that I was carrying before, this is a major up. It's like I've been carrying the same bag for 10 years. So, I have different categories of bags that I want to have in my collection. I want to have a committed crossbody bag. I want to have a standard everyday handbag. I have that now. I want to have a book bag. I have that one. I want to have a messenger bag. I have one, but I want to upgrade that one. And then I also want to have a duffel bag. So I really only need to buy 3 more bags to complete my collection. The duffel bag being something that I can take for a weekend trip back home to Toledo or a weekend trip traveling somewhere. I don't know where else I would be going for just the weekend. But usually Toledo is like a quick stop for me, and a duffel bag that I can carry all my essentials in would be pretty useful. So yeah, those are kind of my goals in terms of my bag collection. I only want to have 5 bags. I don't want to have like a bag collection. They each have their own specific purpose. Wait, so messenger bag, crossbody bag, book bag, duffel bag, everyday carry. So yeah, that's kind of, I want to have 5 bags in my collection, and that's kind of what I am aiming for right now. That purse is very concerning, but I agree, the strap isn't a major one. Yeah, I agree, Zane. I don't think the strap is a major concern because you do have easy access. And I also love the magnets. The magnets are really wonderful. It's easy. It's like, I hate a zipper, because when you are trying to get in your bag, you don't want to always have to use 2 hands. And with the magnetic closure, you can really use 1 hand to get into your bag and get whatever you need out of it. So I do like that a lot. I like it a lot. I haven't switched purses in over a year now. Maybe it's time. So, maybe, I don't know. I'm not one to implore people to buy shit just because they want to buy shit, right? When it comes to products, I need my products to serve a utility, something specific, something that is like meeting a need, right? And I like organization. I like things having its place. And so for me, the only time I switch bags is when I am doing something specific that requires that bag. So maybe, if I'm creating content, then I'm carrying my book bag because my book bag is something that I can be. It has all my equipment in there. It has my my little stand. I can put in equipment like microphones, stuff like that, things of that nature. And I'm hands free with the book bag. So like that, and I can put my wallet, and I can just do a lot of things with the book bag that I can't do with the everyday carry. I can't do with the duffel bag. I can't do with the crossbody bag. And so, the book bag comes in handy when I'm creating content and I'm on the move, on the go around the city or wherever I'm shooting content. Um, and so, um, yeah, I think Leah, just think about what utility the bag has to offer you. And if there are certain situations where you would prefer to have a crossbody, then look for a crossbody bag. If there's a situation where you need to hold more stuff, then maybe this size is not for you. Maybe you need a larger bag. I don't know. I I'm just more I base a lot of my purchases on utility first and foremost, and then design and aesthetic comes immediately after that. It's just as important, but the first thing I look at is, do I actually need this? Hereby referred to as Cho 5 bags Kawaii. Yes, Cho 5 bag Kawaii. That is the goal. I need 5 bags. That's it. Once I get my 5 bags, that's it. I've already got the everyday bag. Check. I've already got the book bag. Check. I have a messenger bag, but I want to upgrade that one, right? So I'm really going to be focusing on those other two options before I upgrade the messenger bag, because I don't have a duffel bag and I don't have a crossbody, like a dedicated crossbody that is like designed for crossbody wear. That's a situation where I really only want to bring my phone and my wallet and nothing else. Maybe AirPods, that's it. But I imagine that I would probably wear that bag when I'm in my like sweatpants. Like it's like more for like an athletic athleisure. So even something like DJ recommended Lululemon's crossbody bag. That might be something I'll have to look into, right? But I think the crossbody bag would be for when I'm in my athleisure clothing, and I feel like this is don't get me wrong, this is a casual bag, but it's not something to wear with like a tank top and like short shorts. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not giving that type of casual, right? And so the crossbody kind of fits that utility and aesthetic. At least that's my plan. One of my favorite purses is my $18 Sailor Moon purse. Sailor Moon purse. Where'd you get that from? I love Vera Bradley. She has lots of crossbody options. Look into Vera Bradley. I love the tiny crossbody. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Let me look it up right now so I don't forget. So yeah, that's kind of what I want, DJ. I need it to be smaller than this bag. I need the crossbody has to be a tiny bag that can still carry my wallet, keys, perhaps my phone. With this bag, this has, skincare in there. Skincare is in there. It also has applesauce in here. I don't need all that stuff all the time. And for a crossbody, I just don't need that much space. You know what I mean? This is ideally for quick stops, very, very quick stops. I'm not out all fucking day long, things of that nature. Hi, Perspective, how's it going? You've never heard of Very Bradley? Oh my God, I've heard of them though. I've heard of them. I've never looked into them though. I remember when they used to be like super viral, super big. I mean, I don't know if they're still super big. Um, but yeah, I will look into the designs because it's been years since I've really paid any attention to Vera Bradley. I sent you a long, meandering voice message about a bag whilst walking the dog. Okay, I'll listen to it. I love your bromance. It's the most innocent and lovely thing ever. Oh my god, I love him so much. The Lulu is a go-to goat for phone, wallet, lip balm, vape, cock ring. Period. Listen, those are all the essentials. When you're on the go, when you don't know what you're gonna be doing next, that's what you need. And all hands free. So I'll put it on my list in terms of things to search for in terms of a crossbody. Also, I want to say that I also love this Clementine bag because I feel like you could get away with wearing this in a somewhat formal setting if if you dress it up the correct way. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you could get away with that. So it's designed to be a casual bag, but I do think that you could probably soup it up a little bit. What other questions do you guys have about the bag or anything else? You guys know we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Whatever you want to talk about. Hey, sports jazz fan, how are you? What's going on? How are you today? It's an achievable goal, not cheap, but not 6K, like 50 bucks. Oh, the Lulu? Yeah, yeah, that's achievable. But the crossbody shouldn't be something that's like multiple thousands of dollars. Because you're not paying for that much fucking material. Right? Like that's not you're not paying for that much material. And again, for my purposes, I don't want it to be an expensive bag because I'm going to be wearing this in my athleisure, right? I'm in fucking tennis shoes wearing this crossbody. I'm literally active. It's for active wear. So I don't need it to be something that is like super expensive. Like the messenger bag, I'm gonna probably buy that $4,000 Hermes bag. Like that's the goal for the messenger bag, but that's not something I'm going to be handling on a very daily basis. I'm not going to be going through the gigs, rough housing with that bag. You know, my other bags, for the most part, have to be bags that are durable that I won't be afraid to fucking use because that's the utility that I'm looking for, right? Love you guys so much. Even my spirit is wearing thin. That's okay, Leah Bobia. We appreciate you. The kids had you going through the gigs today. How much was that bag, Joe? $200. And like I said earlier, my cousin Dapper Darrow here on YouTube, he's a YouTuber as well, my cousin. Um, he thought this was the Lowe puzzle bag, which goes for about $4,000. And I told him, well, Darrow, you think your cousin got money like that? And like, so Daryl, he wears a lot of designer clothing and stuff like that. So he's really big into fashion. And even he thought this was the puzzle bag by Lowe. And it's not, it's a dupe. Well, it's an inspiration. To me, I'm kind of shocked that he thought it was the puzzle bag because the puzzle bag has a very iconic type of stitching. The way they design that bag, they take different pieces of leather and they literally hand stitch them together to create an iconic design. This does not have a puzzle aesthetic to it. However, it also has that same between this like the Clementine and the puzzle bag. They both have that like slouch cookie, like fortune cookie type aesthetic a little bit. It's giving fortune cookie. You think about it, it's giving fortune cookie. They both have that fortune cookie slouchy bag shape, and I think that's why people think it's so eye-catching, and they think it's a dupe of the puzzle bag. But it's not. It's $200. So I saved, so when you think about it, when you do the math, I actually saved $1,800. No, $3,800 on this bag. Great savings. I'm great. Hope all is well with you as well. Things are really good, Sports Jazz fan. I'm a little bit tired, but I am doing very well. I'm very happy. Um, I have lots of goals. I got a YouTube video out tonight, so please go support that video. Even if you don't watch the video, please do me the biggest favor and go like the video. Just go like the video. That's the least you guys can do for me, is go like the video. Go like the video, okay? You're missing the real juicy gossip and tea. Yes, join the Discord, by the way, guys. Join the Discord channel. The Discord channel is now officially pinned in the comments below, okay? Yeah, perspective. It's a very affordable bag. I actually watched a leather worker who, he's a YouTuber, very successful YouTuber, by the way, but he leverages his expertise on leatherworking. He buys bags, tears them apart with a knife, and tells you and teaches you about the construction, quality, and materials of the bag and let you know if it's actually worth your purchase. And per his video, he says this is the best value bag of the year. He estimated that this bag is literally worth maybe $70 to $100. And for them to only be selling it for $200 is wild. That's a very, 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 very small markup when it comes to the leather bag industry, okay? That was his own testimony. You know, it's not giving quality of Hermes, but it doesn't have to. The markup is not very high. In fact, he was so concerned, he's thinking, well, how are they making any profit? You know what I mean? Because you think about, if it costed them 70 to 100 bucks to make the bag, and they're only selling it for $200, that means they've got to figure out their payroll out of that 100 bucks. They got to figure out, you know, the ability to buy more materials out of that. I mean, they've got to make profit. Companies exist to make profit. I don't know what you guys think about businesses. I don't know why you guys don't understand this, but a business in and of itself, by definition, has to make profit. And if it doesn't exist for long. I don't know why you guys don't fucking get that. But we have to educate ourselves about what a business is. Whether you say that's what your business does or not, regardless, a business, by definition, has to turn profit or it will not be a business for long. Okay? Now, come on now. Come on. Okay. Hey, Dundrell Harris, how's it going? How are you today? What's happening? How was your Sunday? How was your Sunday? And are we all looking forward to the week ahead? I'm looking forward to this week. I feel like it's going to be a good week, especially relative to the previous week that I had. Oh, I do have headphones on. Yes, I do. Is that a Clementine bag or a mini Clementine? Well, first of all, I would never buy a mini bag because what is the purpose of a mini bag? The purpose of a mini bag, just my opinion, but I have a dick. There is no purpose for me, my dick having ass, to have a mini purse. That's just ridiculous to me. Again, I buy this shit for utility first. There's literally no utility for me in a mini Clementine. those types of bags, while they are and they can be used as crossbodies, that's not the explicit purpose of mini bags. And so for that reason, it doesn't fit in any category of bag that I would ever want. To answer your question, no, this is the regular size Clementine. Um, I just don't see a need for a mini Clementine. I feel like that's something girls love because girls love meeting things. Like it's so kawaii. Like I get it, no judgment. But no, I'm not buying any mini bags. Because usually they design mini bags to be carried like all dainty. I have this mini bag. Let me just open up my mini bag and like, my mini purse. Like no. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm doing interview type podcast. Would it be okay if I had you on? Of course. Perspective, of course. Yeah. Send me a DM. Send me a DM on Discord. We can set that up. I'm looking forward to this time of year. My son is out for summer and looking forward to relaxing with him and going camping. Oh, that's kind of cool. You're a camper? That's nice. How old is your son, if you don't mind me asking, Island Girl? And you only have one son? Patrick Torres. Thank you, Kitty, for the jewels. I wear an over-the-shoulder man bag. So what is a man bag? Do you mean messenger bag? It's a messenger bag, Patrick. That's what it sounds like to me. I think when you hear a man bag, I think messenger bag. It's not a man bag. It's just a bag. I don't know. Why do people gender man bag? Your man bag is just a bag. And if it's a messenger bag, then you can just call it a messenger bag. That's what a messenger bag is. It's a messenger bag. Oh, it's a more masculine leaning bag. Okay. I mean, I would argue that this is a unisex bag. So what do you call a unisex bag? Because I don't think this bag is girly. When you look at the pictures online, this is a bag that has been very popular with both men and women. And it's just one of those types of bags that's really high fashion and has a lot of utility. I would not consider this to be a feminine bag per se. I mean, the shape is definitely unique. It's like I said, it's giving fortune cookie. Purse. If you call it a purse. Some could say it's a man purse. Call the man bag a tote bag. Thank you so much, Cho. I really do appreciate you. Hello again. I'm sad. Shaved head and beard for the first time in 10 years. I miss it. Why'd you do that, Puppet Master? Why would you do that? Not a Merce. My son is 9. We had him later in life, and with my career, my husband's career in medical, it was hard for us juggling everything without family support because they lived on Guam and in Cali. I talked to 2 guys before about their bags, and they both were straight and said it was a tote bag, and it looked like a purse, to be honest. So a tote bag is usually a big bag to tote things in. Big, wide, open space, not many compartments, if any at all. When I think of a tote bag, I think of like a grocery bag, like the bags you get at like the reusable bags that you get at grocery stores. That's what I consider a tote bag. Interesting. I just don't think they don't know what to call it, which is nice. You called it out. Well, yeah, but here's the thing to me, Kitty. You could just call it a bag. What is wrong with calling it a bag? It's a bag. Like, I don't, to me, somebody make me understand. It's a bag. I don't call this a purse, a man purse, this is a bag. This is a bag. I don't, I don't know. I don't really understand why people are adverse to just calling a bag a bag. B-A-G. It's one syllable, quick to say, rolls off the tongue. I don't know. I don't know. That's why we only had one kid. Our camping has progressed. We started as a rooftop tent camping family, upgrade to a pop-up tent, and then we changed to a trailer now. So we glam now. I know that's right. We glamp now. I know that's right. Did you help any more autistic parents this week at your job? Well, I don't know. I don't notice whether kids are autistic or not, so I wouldn't know if I did or not. I didn't get any other stories like that though. I love that story of you helping the kid try different foods. That's what I do to all the kids. I didn't know he was autistic. I didn't treat him any differently than would treat any other child. Didn't know he was autistic until after the lady came up to me and started crying about it. If you could try to make you understand without anyone getting mad, I think it's masculine mentally where straight men think they are gay if they wear one, so they choose another word. Yeah, that's probably it. But they just sound stupid and dumb. That's all. Yeah. I mean, you're 100% correct. But that's dumb. That's dumb. Like, just because you have a bag doesn't mean you like sucking dick. Right? I mean, they're carrying bags. No. I mean, they're carrying bags and they love kitty cat. So, I mean, Puppet Master says, I carry my meds, chargers, pen, papers, etc. in an over-the-shoulder bag that looks half a person, half a backpack. I'm a big redneck and still carry. I would love to see a picture of that bag, Puppet Master. I would love to see a picture of that bag. If you're in if you are in the Discord channel, go to the beauty channel and post your bag. What's your favorite form of vacation? I'm not sure of the different forms of vacations. Please indulge me. Let me know what that means. But I know what my favorite type of vacation. I know what my favorite vacation is. It's going to Miami Beach, Florida every year. I've been going there for 8 years now, 8+ years now. And I love it so much. It's my favorite place outside of my home. Quite literally, I love being in Miami Beach. The aesthetic, the culture, the environment, the outdoors, the lifestyle, it just all screams Cho. It's like I know I'm meant to be there, and I will end up moving there at least part-time at the bare minimum. I will end up living there part-time one day. Because I love it so much. I mean, we usually go there for about 2 weeks every year at this point. Listen, I mean, maybe we stop spending 2 weeks there. We could put that money towards a down payment on a condo. But what can you say? But yeah, that's my favorite vacation. I love to go to South Beach. I mean, not South Beach, but Miami Beach, the city of Miami Beach, and then we stay there and we live like we stay and vacation like we're locals. We grocery shop, we cook, we do all the normal mundane things. I go to the post office, like I do, like people know me there now because I've gone there, like business owners know who I am down there now because I go there so often. and around the same time. But they're like, oh, we know who you are now. Duke is up here. I would love to see that. I only own purses in a TJ Maxx tote bag. I would love to go to Turkey. Turkish people are so friendly. You have no idea unless you go there yourself or talk to them. They all welcome people in their country so God blessing beautiful. I've been to South Carolina. Turkey is also a really big place for medical tourism. I've been to South Carolina right on the Myrtle Beach, and it was so awesome. I felt so happy there. I'm not lying. Some young guy and some old guy helped me and my grandma with our bags. Everyone's very... So yes, I can attest to that fact. When it comes to South Carolina and North Carolina, they are quite literally some of the nicest people I've ever met. Now, I live in the Midwest. I live in the great state of Ohio. Midwesterners are very nice. We're very friendly. In fact, I get comments all the time from people from the coastal states. They're like, oh my God, people are so nice here in Ohio. And I'm like, well, no shit, because you're in the Midwest. We're all nice. But, and Southerners are very nice too. In the Carolinas, they're very nice, extremely nice. But there is one big difference between Midwestern nice and Southern nice. Midwestern nice, we don't approach strangers. We don't just approach strangers like that to be nice. But when we are approached by strangers, we're extremely nice. Southerners, I think because you guys are busybodies, y'all love to approach strangers and be nice. Whenever I'm in North Carolina, because I go there every year now to visit family, but whenever I'm in North Carolina, people come up to me when I'm doing like vlogging content. What are you doing? How are you? Where are you from? I'm just like, do I know you? What? Can I help you? What are you filming? Like, you want recommendations? I'm like, excuse me? Like, the unprovoked niceness is just, I'm not used to that. And again, in the Midwest, like, I'm not trying to shade my fellow Midwesterners, because to be honest, you could drop your baby off to a random grandma in Ohio and your baby's gonna be safe for 24 hours, you know, and well fed. You can do that in Ohio, okay? But we're not about to approach you unprovoked. It's different. It's just different, y'all. It's different. Midwestern nice is different from Southern nice. Now, the coastal states are bitches. They're pretentious, they're mean, they're nasty, they're fake. And I've been to both, and they're not nice people. In my experience, they're not nice. They're not warm. Hey, Montana Chai, what's going on? The South is a hit or miss. Guilty from Louisiana. Lindsay knows. She's a busybody. She sees strangers in her neighborhood. She wants to go bake them a fucking cake and get the tea. Okay, here's this apple pie. Now, what are you doing down here in Louisiana? What can we do for you, right? Those headphones are it. What brand are those? Oh, this is still Series Kenji. I guess because you haven't seen any of my gaming content, so you don't really know that I am a stan of the SteelSeries brand. I'll show you all of the products I have by them. But we've got a SteelSeries keyboard, mechanical. We love mechanical. They make the best keyboards, okay? I didn't make that rule, but that is the rule. SteelSeries makes the best keyboards, okay? Mechanical keyboards. SteelSeries will never do you wrong. I also love their mice. Now, their mice are not the best of them all, but I love the grip. This is the I think the 650, which has, I think, 8 buttons in total. It's dirty, I know, shut up, don't judge me. So I love their mice. I also love, it's not super popular, but they have a gaming mouse. It's like for MOBAs and stuff like that. It has like 18, 20 buttons. It's kind of wild. So that's a really good one too for all of your MMO needs or mobile needs. So I love Still Stories for that. But really, the shining, um, the shining product lineups really are their headphones. Steel Series makes most of their money from their headphones because they just have state of the art technology, and I'm talking like at every level of like price range. They have some of the best headphones in every range, and like every product like price range. They are really kind of fire. So I've had these for a long time. 8 years. Don't quote me. It's been longer than 5 years, less than 10. And the only thing that happened that was wrong was the cushion for the headphones started to kind of wear out, and so they replaced them for free after like 5 plus years. They just sent me another one. So like customer service is really on par with excellence. They replaced the cushions for free, and other than that, y'all, I don't really have a reason to get another pair. Now, I do want another pair. What I want is I want the top of the line. Because these are kind of cheap. I think this was like 50, $70, something like that. Don't quote me, I forget. I don't know. I forget. But they were not like the cheapest. They weren't the more expensive. They were kind of like mid-tier in terms of price and quality. But I do want to get the really expensive ones that have the rechargeable wireless battery. I really want those because I don't want to ever have to plug. I don't want to ever have to have this shit plugged in ever again. You know. But that's a very luxury, unnecessary purchase. I don't have the financial bandwidth to even save up for something like that because these work perfectly fine. But yeah, Still Series. I love Still Series. Okay. It makes me feel so good because I'm from New York, and boy, we don't even look at each other here. I know. The New Yorkers, y'all are something else, honey. I love hearing people's different types of vacation and dream vacations. I know the one form of vacation I don't like is cruising. I've never done it, but I feel like in the past, like I must have passed on a ship. Oh my God. Listen, cruises are hit or miss. I used to go on a cruise every year growing up with my family. And I loved it a lot when I was younger. I have not been on a cruise as an adult. I do want to try it once just because my partner, he's never experienced a cruise, and I feel like everyone should experience it once. However, I do feel like they're very hit or miss. There's a lot of variables that can make or break the cruise. One thing that can make or break a cruise: the people, right? If you get on a cruise with a bunch of fucking hoodlums that want to act ratchet and ghetto and be rude and nasty and disrespectful to everyone else and inconsiderate about other people's space, that can fuck up a cruise. You know why? Because you're on the cruise and you're stuck with them until the end of your vacation, right? So it's either good or bad, and there's no in between, right? Number two thing that can fuck up a cruise: bad food. Again, a common thing you're gonna see: if something's bad happening on the cruise that's low quality, you're stuck there for the entire cruise. So if you have bad food, you're eating bad food all week you're eating bad food for 5 days straight, right? Terrible. Another make or break thing on cruises is your ability or your defense mechanism against getting seasick. If you have been seasick before, then you know it's terrible. It's never happened to me, but it has happened to some family members. And sometimes you don't know that you're prone to seasickness until you're on the cruise. And so that's just terrible. So I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes they have like very like really nice excursions on cruises. I was never like super impressed with the excursions. Um, okay. I was never super duper impressed with the excursions, but I do know that they are very popular, and I imagine those can also be make or break. Like if the excursions are boring, then it's kind of like, will you be okay doing the same thing over and over and over again every day on a cruise? Like I haven't been on a cruise in so long, I'm not sure like how much the entertainment factor has increased, like the variability of entertainment on a cruise. I know that some people complain about cruises becoming boring after 3 days. Like, okay, I've done everything that I can do on a cruise. What more can I do? Like, I'm bored, right? For me, when I'm on vacation, I don't want to do a lot of shit. I don't want to take tours. I don't want to schedule. I don't want to be here, be there, and everywhere. Bitch, I'm on vacation. In my real life, I'm doing things here and there and everywhere. I'm on a schedule. Bitch, on vacation, I'm not trying to be on a fucking schedule. Okay? So, you know, I don't know. That's my take on cruises. Oh my God, Island Girl, you just made me realize I've never been on a boat and I'm freaking dream of being on a boat. Okay, what about New Orleans? Because that place is so damn beautiful, so much culture there, and I'm obsessed with swamps and rain and old houses. I think it's beautiful. I haven't been to Louisiana since I was a teenager, though, so I can't speak much about it as an adult, but I've been there several times in New Orleans, and I thought it was beautiful. I have a soft spot for Disney World. Okay, you rich. Well, I'm not rich. My family makes money, not me. I also joke I'm like Frankenstein. I have an irrational fear of fires. When I lived in an apartment, I always wanted a bottom floor in case there was a fire. Now that we have a house, I have fire ladders. Not fire ladders, oh my God. I'm looking for a new keyboard anyway. I'm a dude, hard Razer fanboy, but I'm willing to see what's out there. Listen, I've not always been a fan of the specs on Razers. However, nobody does it in terms of aesthetics. No one does it like Razer. Sorry to Steel Series. Sorry to Steel Series. Nobody does it like Razer in terms of aesthetics and design of their products. They just don't do it. But if you want a high quality mechanical keyboard, look into Steel Series. I probably have a few Disney World videos on my channel. You gotta start creating content again, DJ. It always makes me wonder where my fears came from when many of my fears aren't things I've negatively experienced, but maybe a past life. Listen, honey. Maybe that karma is coming through. That past life is coming through, Island Girl. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? What's going on? How has your weekend been? And are you looking forward to the work week? There's a cruise on the way on the East Coast that takes you to the Virgin Islands. It's super peaceful. A lot of older people, lately 30s, to retirees. Super calm and plenty to do. Sounds right up my alley. I'm with you. I'm not trying to be on a schedule on vacation either. Plus, I think the reason we like RVing is we can take our dogs with us. Oh, well, that's important. Yeah. I'll leave my dogs here, honey. We leave the dogs here. Because I need a vacation from them too. I do. Yes, I need a vacation from my dogs too. You can probably hear my dog Duke licking himself right now. Duke, stop. Duke. Duke. Stop. See, he want to go to the cage. He want to go to the cage. That's what he wants to do. I'm trying to be generous. I'm trying to have it so that my benevolence has no bounds. But here he is, look at himself. I want a vacation from my dogs, but it's my husband. Well, I know. Yikes. We have a what? A Malibu? And a Husky. Did you see that boat that hit the Brooklyn Bridge? I saw a clip about it. Yeah, I did. I don't have many thoughts about it, though. It looked like an Italian ship. Did it have an Italian flag on the ship? I saw it really quickly, then I just moved on. That's kind of crazy. Is the bridge down? Did the Brooklyn Bridge fall down? Duke sounds like he don't listen to a damn thing. He doesn't. The fuck? He doesn't. He doesn't. Kenji, how'd you know? How'd you guess? How'd you guess, bro? The fuck? He doesn't. Girl. I'm trying to tell you. Mm, 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 mm. Mexico Navy boat. Sailors were all over the masts on display. Many fell off. Don't know if anyone died. Oh my God. It was worse than what I thought it was. It was a Mexican boat. Sailors were all over the masts on display. Many fell off. 2 died. Yikes. How'd that happen? Were they all drunk off tequila? Who was driving the boat? Who was driving the boat? Who was driving the boat? This sounds like a lawsuit. And God, it had to be Mexican. And it had to be, listen, because you know Trump's ass is going to be on their shit. Trump is going to be on their ass about this damn Mexican boat. I just know, I just know it. I just know it. I just know it. Well, that's sad for the 2 that died. That's really sad. It's unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. Going back, how you? Who was driving? That's what. There's got to be an investigation, a lengthy, hefty investigation. When 2 people are dying from a situation like this, that's some shit. And I wonder how damaged. Oh, it lost power. Apparently, it lost power. What are your thoughts on marijuana, Cho? It stinks. I hate it. Ugh. Ugh. I hate it. It stinks. Because listen, if you're smoking weed, you gotta smoke the good shit. And the good shit stinks. So yeah, I don't like it. I've never done it. I've been hotboxed once. Hated it. Don't like the smell of it. Don't do that shit in my house. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't judge others that use it though, if that's what you're asking. There's no judgment at all. But I will say this. I feel like a lot of people that are prone to addiction issues or addictive behaviors have conveniently used the excuse of marijuana being a generally very safe drug to use as a coping mechanism to indulge in those addictive behaviors. I know potheads who have to smoke weed every day. That sounds like an addict to me. If you just can't get through a day without smoking weed, you might be an addict. You might be an addict without flipping your shit, going through the gigs. Oh my God, I gotta get my hands on some weed. I gotta get my hands on a bag. Like, you're addicted. Unpack that shit, right? So I do believe that, unfortunately, because of the benefits of smoking weed and because of the critical negative consequences of smoking weed, people have used that, and in the legality of it in a lot of places, people have used it as a way to kind of transfer some of their addictive behaviors to smoking weed. It can be very addictive. I don't know if marijuana is addictive in and of itself. I think that people allow themselves mentally to become addicted on it because of the way it makes them feel and what they're running away from in their personal lives. That's what makes it addictive, not the substance itself of THC. And listen, I also don't trust drug dealers these days. As someone that used to party hard in my college times, you had a dealer, and what you bought is what you bought and what was sold to you. Nowadays, you got to be worried about your shit being spiked. You got to worry about your shit being cut with cheaper quality ingredients that have tons of negative consequences, and it's more damaging than the fucking drug that you are willingly buying. So I don't listen. I know people that have bought weed and that stuff is laced with all types of shit. And it's just like, what? It's just doing drugs in 2025 is way riskier than it's ever been, in my opinion. Anyway, I know potheads too, and I'm like, what about your lungs? It's just as bad as cigarettes. Are they just as bad as cigarettes? I'm not sure about that. I mean, I don't know. I never thought that they were just as bad as cigarettes. But I feel like vapes are worse. Vapes are probably the worst out of the three. Shout out to Larry Carriata from New York City. Johnny SoCal, your thoughts on Bitcoin? I don't have any thoughts on Bitcoin. I'm very boring when it comes to my investing. I have a strategy. I stick to my strategy, and it works. I am not looking to become rich overnight. Okay? I am also not willing to put in the effort to min-max every fucking penny as it relates to investing, because that would become obsessive behavior for me. I'm not interested in that. I invest in dividend stocks, very safe, low risk, low profit, long-term profits, almost virtually guaranteed, things like SCHD. And then I also invest in income stocks, things that are better fit for retirees, investing for cash flow, things like BDCs, business development companies, REITs, real estate investment trusts, things like those, like, stocks like those, or, stocks like those are legally forced to pay out their profits, a percentage of their profits, to their investors. And so that gives me a lot of cash flow, but also the negative of that is that it's not tax advantaged at all. Those dividends, most of those dividends that you get from stocks like that are unqualified dividends, which means that you're taxed as in your income bracket. You don't get any capital gains tax at all from those types of dividends. So there are drawbacks, And like I've always said, personal finance is 20% math and 80% personal. And for me, the way that I invest has worked for me. I have no reason to change. Bitcoin, I'm not interested. So those are my thoughts on Bitcoin. If it works for you, then indulge in it. Go for it. But what I'm doing has worked for me for 10 years. So smoking is bad for you, weed or cigarettes. Well, I believe you. Hey Johanna, how are you? Johnny SoCal respect. Well, what are your thoughts on Bitcoin, Johnny SoCal? Let me know. Are you a big investor in Bitcoin? I really do think that with most of anything, as it relates to the stock market, and specifically, this may be true with Bitcoin as well. It's not true with crypto on a large scale, but it is true with Bitcoin, I believe. Don't quote me. But this applies to this. You guys know I say this all the time. What's the question I'm about to ask? Y'all should know this question because it applies to a lot of things in life. It applies to so many things in life. Here it is. When was the best time to plant a tree? $20 years ago. When's the next time to plant a tree? Today. So I think that long-term investors, they always hold the bag at the end of the day. They always get paid out at the end of the day. You cannot say the same for short-term investors. People that planted a tree 20 years ago are reaping the rewards today. They're eating fruit. They're making apple pies. They're making applesauce. They're drinking apple juice. Like, those bitches are eating, okay? People that invested in dividend stocks, index funds, and perhaps the S&P 500, 20 years ago, they're killing it today. They're killing it today, right? This is always the case when you look at the trajectory of the S&P 500. And I believe, again, don't quote me because I don't know, I don't follow Bitcoin like that. But I believe that long-term investors in Bitcoin have also done well. You can't say the same for crypto at large. But Bitcoin is a unique thing, I believe. I have a couple 100 million SHIB kicking around for shiggles. Bought it low, but it's a gamble. And I don't gamble. I don't believe in gambling. I just don't. I don't know. It's my personal. Personal finance is 80% personal. Personally, I am uncomfortable with risk. I'm uncomfortable with risk when it comes to my money, right? And so for me, I'm never going to gamble my money. I'm never going to do it. I prefer low risk, low reward. Because long term, it's doing that. And every chart shows you that. There's no chart that shows this over the long term. No chart does that for long-term investors of index funds and dividend funds, popular, strong dividend funds in the S&P 500. No chart does this over the long term. They all do this. Every last one of them. They do this. So that's the type of way that I like to invest. Should be into his crypto, yes. Crypto is a gamble, yes. I live in Vegas and I don't gamble. I have lots of friends who live in Vegas, Island Girl, and they don't gamble. That's so funny that you live in Vegas. I have friends that live there. I've never visited though. I need to visit. Once YouTube can become a main job, a main income for me, I'll then quit my job at the restaurant and I'll travel a lot more to visit everyone. I would love to visit everyone. So I really need you guys to like my videos. Go like my videos, okay? These live streams don't give me shit in terms of money. They don't. You guys need to really go support me in my shorts and my videos. Those are the best ways to put money in my pocket. It's the only way to really do it effectively long term. Go like the videos. If you're not gonna watch the videos, at least like the videos, okay? Technically I live in Henderson, the suburb of Vegas, but most people know Vegas more. Well, you know what? I need you to start saying that you live in Henderson outside of Vegas. Because if people continue to say, oh, I live in Vegas, like, it's okay for someone to not know where you live, right? It's okay for people to not know where you live. But that's the opportunity for you to educate them, right? AJY, how are you? I've missed you. What's been new with you? Yeah, Island Girl, from now on, if someone asks you where you're from, don't say Vegas. Girl, don't say Vegas. Say you're from Henderson. I'm from Henderson, Nevada, which is right outside Vegas. You can say that, outside of Vegas. But no, girl, put Henderson on the map. With those types of responses, you'll never put Henderson on the map. Now, maybe you don't want to put Henderson on the map because you want to keep it a secret. You know, maybe I get that. I get that. You don't want the riffraff coming through to Henderson. I get it. But for those that want to put a spotlight on their community and show a little bit of pride, you know, tell bitches where you're from. Girl, you don't know where Henderson is? Well, bitch, I'm gonna tell you what Henderson is. You know what I mean? Depression? What you depressed about? You too cute to be depressed. Depressed about what? That's not the vibe. Our community in this city is so strong. Thanks for saying Nevada correctly, too. Oh, well, I'm from the Midwest, honey, so we pronounce everything correctly. Nevada? Nevada or Nevada? What did I say? Nevada? That's Nevada, I think, right? Nevada. Nevada. What did I don't know what I said. What did I say? Malachi Flynn. Hey, Malachi, what's going on? I love that name, Malachi. That's a hot name. How are you today? Malachi Flynn. I love that name. Hope you're having a good day. Nah, I keep to myself when I get depressed. Well, that's probably not a good thing. Girl, I'm trying to tune Duke out. Duke! Duke! Enough! Mangy mud. We gamble every day in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat. Just haven't been super active, but working on it. Well, you know what, AJY? What you need to do, go take a walk. And get some fresh air. I find that exercise can really be not a cure, but a treatment for depression. Just get some fresh air, you know what I mean? And if you ever want to slide into my DMs and chat, I'm always open to it. Honestly, truly. And I also understand that there's two different types of desires people have when they seek an ear. Sometimes people want to talk and get your advice. Other times, people just want you to listen and not talk, not judge. And I feel like I particularly am good at deciphering which of those two I'm receiving at the time, right? So my DMs are always open. Specifically on Instagram and Discord, because I respond quickly to those. If you try DMing me on any other type of social media, it takes me a long time to catch up because I don't use other social medias like that. I hear the door licking. It's like a clock ticket. It's too much. Does dude think you're his mom or dad? Neither, bitch, because he don't listen to me, Malachi. He thinks I'm a stranger on the fucking street. He thinks I'm the fucking maid. That's what he thinks I am, Malachi. What do you mean? I'm the fucking maid. That's what I do. That's who I am. Hi, Maicon Santos. How are you? What's going on? My dog's a pain in the ass, too. A hike would be great. Yeah. You're from Brazil. I love Brazil. I love my Brazilians. I love my hot Brazilians. Maicon Santos. How are you tonight? So it's mine. Absolutely refuses to eat anything but Shiba brand wet dog food. Oh my God, not a high maintenance dog. Cho has a not him looking in the mirror like, who's this mofo? Duke, lay down, please. Please lay down. And don't touch the bag. And don't touch this new bag, honey. Because you'll be chopped liver. You put your paw in the new bag. And I mean it. Chopped up and served on the side like pico de gallo. Don't think I'm playing. You think I'm playing? Duke, don't touch this bag, this brand new bag. Lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. I mean it. Go lay down. Okay. Cho has a depth and maturity with his advice or suggestions that is second to none. Oh, well, thank you, DJ. I appreciate that. I try to be very empathetic and I try to be very patient with people and understanding. I haven't experienced everything in the world, but I have spoken to a lot of different people that have experienced different things in the world. So I feel like I draw from my friends' experiences to give quality advice. I try my best. I do have a voluptuous wiener. I've never heard of a wiener being described as voluptuous, but I'm kind of digging it. I like that. Love you, love you, love you too, Mike Consantos. Te amo. I know that's Spanish, but not Portuguese, but te amo. I'm happy with either, but typically I don't tell anyone anything. I like to feel self-made, even if it can be to my deficit. Well, change that. Because I don't think you should be doing things to your deficit. Right? That doesn't make sense, right? You don't want to do things to your own deficit, do you? But I get that too, AJY. Like, there is a sort of a sense of pride that comes from resolving your own issues. However, I think that you have to have a perspective change. Your ability to procure relationships that are strong, that give you value, is a testament to your ability to form relationships. So when friends help you through situations, it's not because you are helpless. It's because you have created a situation where people want to help you. You are the cause of people wanting to help you. Friends didn't just fall out of the fucking sky to help you, right? AJ, you get what I mean? It's a perspective thing. And so I think you need to realize that you are the one creating relationships with other people that causes them to want to help you and aid you. Do you know what I mean? That is you being self-made. Brazilians are always real polite. I love Brazilians. I need to go to Brazil. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Look at my new bag. You're going to love my new video because I think you need this bag, Lisa. You need this bag. You need this bag. If you don't have an everyday carry bag, you're a girl. You probably do. But this is the bag. I just posted a video on the main channel. Go like it. Go comment. Go watch it. I unboxed it. I'm not going to do the full review until sometime in June, after I've carried it every day for a couple weeks. Then I can kind of give you guys the in-depth review, the specifications of the bag, talk about quality, talk about wear, talk about, use cases, give you outfits, things of that nature. But I posted that video earlier today, so go give it a watch in your free time. I love Duke. We love Duke too. I honestly haven't seen your dog yet, but I showed you. Duke, stop. Licking his own balls. Girl. I mean, he's no different than most men. So what, do you think a lot of society's problems are due to a lack of father figures around to raise their children? Yes. No shit, Malachi. Yes. Yes. 100%. It's twofold. So that's a symptom of another issue. The lack of a father figure, that is a symptom of another issue. The main issue is that people are having children that they don't fucking want. That is the problem. The problem is not fatherlessness. The problem are that individuals are having children that they're not committed to. Period. People are not creating unions and partnerships and in the business of life, in the game of life, you need to have a corporation. And that's a man, and that's that's a man and a woman, or two men, who, whatever you want to fucking call it. You want to have two people that are partners in life, that are in business, okay? And the goal is to conquer life together. And once you have that, then they're able to raise children together. They want children. They want to extend their bloodline. They want to add more value into the world and society. We don't have that anymore. We don't. And so people need to stop having children that they don't fucking want. Full stop. Full stop. So yes, I like to solve my own problems, you know. I get it. What brand is your watch? Apple. I don't know which one it is, but yeah. Yo, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Lucifer from a stream a month ago. I don't really. Maybe I do. Do we follow each other on Twitter? I think you follow me on Twitter. So I do remember. If you're the Lucifer from Twitter, I love you so much. Greg Arnold, do you think we need more white babies? Sure, yeah. But not specifically because they're white, but because I think we probably just need more babies in general. Interesting question, Greg. I appreciate your perspective. A change in perspective is much needed. Yeah. Duke, enough. Wait, I need water. Give me a second, guys. I need water. Gosh. I lied. By water, I meant ginger ale. Ginger beer. I lied. Sorry. Okay. So I want to kind of expand on Greg's question, because I think it's coming from a lot of the racial tensions that we're having in society right now, which it's unfortunate. It's really, really, really unfortunate. I hate that this is happening. There's no way to win these conversations but to tell the truth, right? The white population is declining. And a lot of people are concerned about this because white culture has created and innovated a lot of things. And I know that every minority thinks they created the world. I get it. Everyone, and it's just not minorities. It's white folks too. But everybody thinks they created the whole fucking world, right? And so I think maybe that's a legit. If you have that perspective that white people are the end all be all of the world, and they've created everything, and they've done everything, they've innovated everything, they've created civilizations, then yes, that's a natural concern to have. It's a natural concern to have. But I think that instead of adding fuel to the fire of these racial tensions, we should get back to individuality and how individuals can impact culture. Because at its core, these are the issues we're having. And I have talked about the Black community and Black culture ad nauseum on these live streams. We know my position on Black culture. Black culture is a net negative in modern day society. It's a net negative. And that's irrefutable when you look at the statistics. Now we can debate and we can go back and forth about the boogeyman known as white supremacy, but you have to Olympic levels of mental gymnastics to blame the black on black crime on white supremacy. You just have to. Gold medal. Gold medal. Gold medal's all yours, baby, if that's your perspective. And so I am more interested in discussions around how do we shape culture? How do we change culture in the Black community? How do we improve culture so that we have more positive outcomes? How do we reduce the black on black crime? How do we do that? You know, am I ranting too much? I'm sorry. I'm like, Greg got me on a little rant. Cute, looks like a pit. Oh yeah, it is a pit. Yeah, we like pits here. Duke is a purebred pit bull, honey. Very strong, very, very strong. And he would tear a bitch up if he comes. And if you intruder come into my backyard, they're gonna put Duke down because he's ripping limbs apart. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. We have animals that come into our backyard and are killed. Now he is getting a little bit older. He's not a puppy anymore. He's not, in his, not in his heyday. So he can't catch birds. He tries. But he's caught some rabbits. He's caught some squirrels. Don't come into my backyard uninvited. That's all I can tell you. And I like pit bulls because pit bulls are people deterrents. And to be quite frank with you guys, the household is the last bastion of peace in the world. Because every time you take a foot outside your motherfucking doorsteps, you're being attacked. Your freedom of speech is being attacked. Your freedom of movement is being attacked. Just like your freedom for safety is being attacked. Like your body is being attacked. Everything's being attacked when you leave your home. And so I don't want bitches coming to my house. So yes, I have 2 pit bulls. Yes. Don't bring your little brats over here either. Don't, no. Yes, I want you to believe that my pit bulls are vicious. Now, Nina wouldn't bust a grape. She wouldn't bust a grape. She would run before she did anything else. But Duke, he's about that life. Okay. Anyway, I'm like, sorry, the tangents are tangenting. I'm ranting. Hi, Paulina, how are you? Damn, even straight man gotta admit bro's got cake. Oh, not me having cake. Well, I do have a nice ass. I have a great ass. It is what it is. I've got a great ass. The squats are always squatting. Squats are always squatting. They are. We need more Asians, maintain black population, increase Mexican population, maintain whites. What makes you think? What makes you say that? You and I think much the same when it comes to race. I'm not bragging or anything. I just needed to tell someone other than family and friends, but I leave for Poland in 5 days. How long are you going to be in Poland? Do you think we should stop saying African American? Because to be honest, I consider anyone with a citizenship American. You know, I've always thought that African American was weird. Because an African American would be like an African person that became an American citizen. That's the way I've always thought. Because I'm just black. But also, I don't get too caught up on the nuance and the semantics. I know that when someone says African American, they're not literally calling me African. I'm the furthest thing from an African, right? Like I get, like no one that's saying African American is calling someone African. They're calling them a black American, like a black person, right? Like African Americans are blacks that were brought over as slaves. Like I understand that when someone says African American. Africans that were enslaved and brought to America. That's what African American means. I think they have a term for this, like a trendy term for this now, AJY, called foundational Black American. I think that's what the girls are calling it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. You'll be in Poland for a month and a week. The USA is a nation with a distinct identity and system of beliefs. Nationality can and will unite us. I agree. I agree 100% with that, AJ. I agree. Americans are distinctly American. I have family there. Also, my grandparents are having their 60th wedding anniversary party. It will be big, like almost all my mom's side of family will be there. That's awesome, Paulina. Have a good time. Have you been to Poland before? I'm actually a huge fan of the Prime Minister of Poland. I love him. Love that man. Speaking of nationalists, he's one. He's great. Hey, Cho, I missed you. I missed you too, Season Tro. Where you been? How's life been for you? What's going on? Tell me something interesting. Tell me something interesting. Morgan Freeman was onto something there, AJ, no? He was onto something there. Duke. Duke. I'm gonna stop calling you a white man, and I'm gonna ask you to stop calling me a black man. Maybe I should stop putting my race on those questionnaires when they say, "Oh, are you black, white, Hispanic, Island, Pacific Island? What do they call it? Island Pacificer? What? I'm so dumb. Island Pacific Islander? Pacific Islander is what I'm trying to say. Just say other. Hey T Davis, what's going on? How are you? They added European. I answered that now. If they don't offer that option, I pick nothing. I hear you, AJ. I hear you. You're doing well, T Davis? That's good to hear. Thank you. I was born in Poland, lived there for 7 years and 3 months. I visited Poland 3 times since moving here. This will be my 4th time. But congratulations, Paulina. That's so awesome. That's so cool. I hope you have a good time there. I'm sure you will. And congrats to your grandparents. 60 years is such an amazing accomplishment. That's pretty cool. 60 years is crazy. You kind of missed me? Wow. Well, I've missed you too, T. Davis. Where have you been? What's been going on? Tell me something interesting about your life since the last time you stopped by. And not you kinda missing me. How do you just kinda miss me? Because I didn't just kinda miss you, I did miss you. Thank you so much. I am fluent in Polish. Well, that's so cool. I wish I was fluent in another language. I can speak Spanish, but not fluently. I need to get back to my Spanish speaking. That's on my little bucket list. Making money, that's all. Well, listen, I'm not mad about that, honey. I'm not mad about that, T. Davis. Not mad at all. Keep making money. Buying the dip. Listen, T. Davis, that part. That part. Praise Trump, honey, because money is being made with the stock market being this low. Money is being made with the stock market being this low. Everything is on sale. Everything's on sale. Everything's on sale. I took a break from the stream to school my son on Just Dance 2 on the original Wii. I know that's right. He was watching the Emoji Movie and asked what that game was. Man, I'm so out of shape. Well, I'm glad you beat his ass anyway. Don't ever let your son win. He's got to earn the wins. And judging by the shape of your bones, and maybe the arthritis is kicking in, he's going to be kicking your ass very soon. So, in the meantime, you need to beat him. Get every W that you can, Island Girl, while you can. I also got a job. I start a week after I get back from Poland. Oh, that's awesome. You've already been hired for it. That's cool. I love to know Japanese. I would love to know Japanese too. Being someone that's like a fan of Japanese culture, that would be so cool. Guys, we've only got 3 minutes left. Well, I should have ended the stream 7 minutes ago, but I'm having fun chit-chatting with you guys. So we've got 3 more minutes. Ask me any last minute questions before I head out. I've missed you guys. We've got a lot of people that have not been here in a while that have come back, and I really appreciate your time. For real, he gets mad when I don't let him win at WWE 2K25. Mama isn't going to let you win just because you're my kid. No. And again, it's going to, like, over the next 6 years, he's going to become rapidly better at video games, and you'll probably never win again. So get every win you can right now. I took 2 years of ASL in high school, 1 year of Spanish. What do you smell like today? Well, I'm wearing Body Out Oud Amethyst by Latifa. So I like to say that Latifa's Amethyst smells dark, mysterious, sexy. It kind of reminds me, alluring, but really like heavy on the oud. So it has very heavy oud, heavy rose. There's a couple different types of rose. There's Turkish rose in there. There's vanilla, there's like a vanilla ambery base. So it is sweet. That's where the alluring portion or the alluring part comes in for me, that amber, that resinous smell. But the rose is very strong. It starts off with a little bit of bergamot, so it's a little sparkly, not heavy on the sparkly citrus, but enough to give a little bit of effervescence in the top note. It doesn't last very long. But overall, it's jammy, it's sweet, but dark. Reminds me, no lie, Patrick Bateman from American Horror Story. Not American Horror Story. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. It's something he would wear on date night. Now, I don't know if you want to smell like American Psycho, a psychopathic serial killer. But listen, the man was hot. The man was hot as fuck, okay? He was hot. Dark, mysterious, has a dark side, but alluring. He's definitely gonna get you in bed. Like, that's what I smell like today. And I got the bottle for $15. By the way, I have to still film my full-length review about it, but you'll get a sneak peek. It'll basically be what I just said right now. In terms of the, I'll go get it. I'll just go get it. It's right here. Here it is right here. Lots of Fuzz, Body El Oud Amethyst. Packaging is on point. I have a real unboxing this, but whatever. Very heavy bottle, very well constructed, high quality ingredients when it comes to the packaging. I love it. I love it so much. It comes with the note breakdown, which I kind of went over the notes, but I'll go over them again in detail now that I have the card out. But it comes with this little card, the note breakdown. Top notes are bergamot, pink pepper. The heart note is going to be the Turkish rose that I mentioned before with a little bit of Bulgarian rose and jasmine. So there is that sweetness, there is that floral note there in the background. Base notes, vanilla, amber, and oud. That's where the sweet but dark, mysterious, alluring scent comes from that base note mixed with the roses. So I love it. It was the first fragrance that I fell in love with. And I think it's pretty cool that it's the first fragrance to enter my fragrance collection. In terms of performance, I really hate to be the guy that uses the term beast mode because most fragrance I've tried 70 plus different fragrances. I've tried 70 plus different fragrances, and there's maybe been 3 beast mode fragrances I've tried. I feel like influencers, they over fucking use that term. But when I tell you that this scent, on me, because everyone's body's different, on me and on clothing, you gotta wash this scent out. Because the scent is gonna stay there forever. Like, it's like 12 hours. It's kind of crazy. Now, of course, we're talking about longevity. Now, the projection definitely wanes after 8 hours. The sillage wanes after 8 hours. Before the course of a workday, your projection is going to fill a room. And then your sillage, you're going to leave a trail, a strong projecting trail behind you. So in terms of performance, longevity is beast mode. The projection is wildly large. And then the sillage is strong and long lasting. And so 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Performance, 10. Projection, 10. Longevity, 10. Sillage, 10. Smell, well, subjective, 10. Packaging, 10. It's 10 out of 10, y'all. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Hey, babe, what's going on? Figured I'd stop by and say hello. Hi, baby, how are you? What's going on? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Is there anything you're looking forward to this week ahead? I hope all the best days for everyone. I am actually. A lot of stuff, actually. I'm looking forward to getting paid on Friday. Because, in fact, I'm looking for a lot of checks coming my way. I'm looking for 3 checks coming my way this month. I mean, this week, hopefully. 3 of them. So I'm looking very much forward to that. Because I've got some things I want to start buying. I want to start buying some things for my half marathon that I'm training for. It's all the way in October, but I'm still the way I think I'm planning ahead. So I need to buy a new pair of shoes to start training in. And so, yeah, I'm looking to get paid. I'm going to get paid at least one of those checks. And hopefully the other 2 are right behind. So, everyone likes to look crazy, pretty. That looks dope. Not bragging, dot, dot, dot. She's about to fucking brag, isn't she? I got a new phone for my birthday. And Kendra Scott jewelry. I also got a tumbler with Auntie on it and pink shorts. Okay, so you're bragging. That's fine. I love it. Run the name of that one by me. Oh, check my shorts out. I just made a short about it. I do all my fragrance reviews on my YouTube channel. But this is called Amethyst by Lattafa. Lattafa. It comes from their Body Al Oud line. Body is spelled Badee. Al, A-L, Oud, O-U-D. It comes from that lineup. Very, very affordable lineup of fragrances. Like I said, I got this for $15 off Amazon. $15 off Amazon. The shit's just good. It's just good. It's just good. It's just good. Not bragging. Wait. I just love telling people what stuff I get. Not bragging. I think Pauline is bragging. Nice. Price 10. Sneaking off to... and price 10. Have a good night, DJ. Appreciate you. What's the best affordable brand of headphones? I think SteelSeries. SteelSeries has a lot of different price categories, and in every category, they have high quality headphones. So I would look into SteelSeries headphones. What's it called again? That's 10 out of 10. I just told you guys. Lattafa's Body Al Oud Amethyst. Yo, Paulina, xClouds are always a solid start. That or SteelSeries, period. I'm leaving. Y'all are mean. Have a good night, Paulina. Have fun in Poland. You're going to have so much fun. I'll definitely check it out. I've only been for the lives so far. Yeah, check my channel out. So, just to give you a little bit of a breakdown before I leave, because I need to leave. I need to go to bed. I'm a lifestyle vlogger, so I vlog about my life. So if you want to get a little bit of insight into who I am, that's going to be a good place to start, really. I do reviews on different products. I take you along with me to different trips and, shopping at I love a very mundane lifestyle. I shop at grocery stores very often. It gets me very excited. So yeah, watch my channel, support me there. In fact, that's the best way to support me monetarily, is by liking and commenting on the content that's monetized, which are my videos and my shorts, not the lives. I don't make that much money from the live streams at all, actually. I quite regularly get demonetized. Yeah, but I will say, AJ, my video content, it gives you a greater depth into who I am, because I'm not just who you see me on the live stream. You know what I mean? The videos, they represent who I am when I'm alone, which to me is my truest self. When it's just me filming myself, that's who the fuck I am. That's my most authentic. Like, I'm showing you things that I do. Like, that's who I am, right? Being live is a different animal, because we're having discussions, we're engaging, but I feel like, yeah, you're learning about who I am through question and answer and my opinions, but you don't really get to see what I do. And that's different. Hi, Michael. Malachi Flynn. We're getting ready to leave, but I will say I didn't go to graduate school, so I don't regret it, because I never did it. Not me being a serial killer. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I'm gonna go to bed now. Well, really, I'm gonna go chat on Discord. If you have not joined the Discord channel, join the Discord channel. It's in the pinned comment. Copy and then paste that into your web browser, and that will get you into the Discord channel. I'm not far behind in chat, Malachi. Shopping trip sounds like a good time. Yeah, I love to go to Sam's Club. That's a shopping trip, Sam's Club. That's where I'm taking y'all, to Sam's Club. Nothing super fancy. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, Malachi Flynn. Thanks, AJ. Thanks, T. Davis. Thank you, Paulina. Thanks, Montana Chai. Thanks, DJ. Thanks to everyone that stopped by tonight. I really, really appreciate you guys. Like I said, I just released a video unboxing my new handbag, which I'm really, really excited for, and I was in desperate need of it. So check out that unboxing. I give my first impressions and why I'm looking forward to using it on a more regular basis as my everyday carry bag. And then what else do I have? What else do I got going on? I think that's about it for now. My roommates, my man. I live with my man Malachi. And yeah, he's into dudes because he's into me. Gotta follow it up with the fit. Well, AJ, yeah, so the first video is an unboxing, but I will be doing a full-length review, an in-depth review of the bag. But I want to give myself a couple weeks of using it every day before I do that. And included in that full in-depth review will be different outfits, different use cases, pros, cons, leather and material specifications. It'll be a lot more rigid in terms of how I'm evaluating the bag. The unboxing was really very, very, very casual, first impressions, and what I'm hopeful about. Oh, that's no problem. I used to do catwalk modeling, so yeah, I can do that any day of the week. Absolutely. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get going. Thanks so much, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys on Discord or Instagram or Twitter. Chat soon. Bye.